This is truly a vintage story, The Gingerbread Man. I don't know who to credit with writing it, but it's been around for a long time. Once upon a time, there was a little old woman and a little old man who lived together in a little cottage, surrounded by a picket fence. And the little old woman and the little old man were happy, for their grandchildren lived nearby. And nearly every day the girls and boys came around to see them to stop them from getting lonely. One day the little old lady was baking bread, and she decided to make some gingerbread cookies for her grandchildren to eat when they came to visit. She made some very fine gingerbread dough, rolled it out, and cut a lot of cookies with her cookie cutter, and she put them in the pan and put them in the oven to bake. "I have a lot of gingerbread dough left," she said. "What should I do with it?" And she thought about what she would do, and she said, "I know. I shall make a gingerbread man for my grandchildren." So she rolled the dough again with great care, and very cleverly she shaped the gingerbread man. "Doesn't he look fine?" she said at last. And indeed he did. He had a round body and a round head and 2 strong arms and 2 sturdy legs. "And now," she said, "we'll dress him up." And she started making his clothes. She sprinkled brown sugar over his little body to give him a little brown coat. And she put 6 big raisins in the front for buttons, and she gave him raisin eyes and a little lump of gingerbread for his nose, and his mouth she made with pink sugar. And she was well pleased with him. "Ah, there, my little gingerbread man, now you are all ready to go into the pan." So into the pan she laid him, and as soon as the bread and cookies were baked, she put them in the oven. She went about her work while the fire burned and the oven baked. At last the little old woman opened the oven door again. "My little gingerbread man should be baked by this time," she said, and she pulled out the pan. My goodness, what a fine little gingerbread man he is. How he was wonderfully brown. And I just lay him on the cupboard to cool, and when my grandchildren come over to see me, they can eat him. And then what do you think happened? The little gingerbread man, when he heard her say, "Eat him," jumped up in the shiny pan and hopped right onto the clean floor of the kitchen. "No one shall eat me," he cried, and he ran towards the door on his sturdy little legs, shouting, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." My goodness, the little old woman was so surprised she didn't know what to do. "Stop, stop," she called just as he ran out the door. "You're for my grandchildren." But the little gingerbread man wouldn't stop. He ran into the yard and through the garden, through the gate in the little white fence, and the little old man was hoeing, and when he saw the little gingerbread man, he dropped his hoe and ran after him. "Stop, stop," cried the little old man, but the little gingerbread man wouldn't stop running, and he darted out through the gate. "Run away from you as fast as I can. You can't catch me. I'm a gingerbread man." And he ran down the road so fast the little old woman and the little old man was left far behind. On and on he ran, and after a while he passed a farmyard where there was a big threshing machine and a crowd of men were threshing wheat. The threshers saw the gingerbread man running past them, and they ran out and tried to stop him. "Stop, stop," they cried, but the gingerbread man wouldn't stop. "Ha, ha, ha," he laughed as he ran and dodged between their legs, and on he ran. On and on he shouted, "I can run away from you, I can. I ran from the little old woman and the little old man. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." And on he ran. After a while he met a big black dog. "Stop, little gingerbread man, and I'll take you home for my puppies to play with." But the gingerbread man just laughed at the dog and called back to her, "I can run away from you, I can. I ran from a little old woman and a little old man and a yard full of threshers, and you can't catch me because I'm the gingerbread man." And the big black dog couldn't catch him either, even though she ran after him until she was tired. After a while, the little gingerbread man ran past a big yellow cow. "Stop, stop," cried the cow. "Stop, little gingerbread man, and let my calf play with you." But the gingerbread man just laughed at the big yellow cow and called back to her, "If you can catch me, I'll stop and play with you and your calf." But the big cow, however, was too wise to run after him, and soon he had left her far behind. After a while, the little gingerbread man ran past a tall horse, and the big tall horse saw the little gingerbread man running along the road, and he jumped the fence and ran along the road too. He ran so fast, rackety, 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 and soon he caught up with the gingerbread man, who began to get frightened. He thought surely the big tall horse wanted to catch him. But the tall horse just ran alongside him and said, "This is the best race I ever ran. What a runner you are, little gingerbread man." For the tall horse didn't want to catch him at all, but he just wanted to run the race with him. And after they had run a while longer, the horse stopped and turned back. And he said to the gingerbread man, run along, gingerbread man, but beware of the fox, for she'll catch you if she can." So for a little gingerbread man once more ran along, and he thought of what a fine fellow the big tall horse was. And after a while the gingerbread man ran around a turn in the road, and who should be sitting in the road but the fox. "Good day to you, little gingerbread man," called the fox. "What a runner you are. You must be tired from running so much." And the little gingerbread man stopped, and he thought of his sturdy little gingerbread legs were getting tired from so much running. "Yes, I am a little tired," he said to the fox. "This is a very good place to rest," the fox told him. "My house is quite near, and you can rest there and eat dinner with me too. Running must have made you very hungry." Now that he thought about it, the little gingerbread man was hungry. "How kind you are, Mr. Fox," he said. "I am tired and I am hungry." "Just follow me then," smiled the fox, "and you'll soon feel much better after you've rested and eaten dinner." And the fox led the way to the house, the little gingerbread man following along behind. "What a fine treat he will make for my little ones," thought the fox. "They will lick the sugar from his coat and pick out his raisin eyes." But of course he didn't say a word of this aloud, and the gingerbread man never thought about being eaten. At last, when they were almost at Fox's house, a little bird in the treetop saw them coming and sang out, "Run, run, gingerbread man, for the fox will eat you if he can." And the little gingerbread man stopped in his tracks, and he thought of what the big tall horse had said to him. "If you want to eat me," he called after the fox, "you'll have to catch me first." And away he ran, and the fox ran after him. But the little gingerbread man could run much faster than the fox, and as he shouted back, "I can run away from you, I can. I ran away from the little old woman and the little old man and a yard full of threshers and a big black dog and a big yellow cow. And as fast as the big tall horse I ran. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And he ran on and left the fox far behind. He ran all the way back, past the big tall horse, past the big yellow cow, past the big black dog, and past the yard full of threshers. Then as he came near to the cottage of the little old man and the little old woman, he was very tired. Just as he neared the gate in the little white fence, some little girls and boys came through it. They were the grandchildren of the little old lady and the little old man, and they'd been to see their grandparents. "Why, here's the little gingerbread man that grandmother baked for us," they cried. "Let's catch him." And after him they ran. The little gingerbread man was glad. "I'll be a good gingerbread man and let them catch me," he said to himself, and he ran very slowly. "These are the very children I was made for, so they shall have me after all." So the little gingerbread man ran slowly, that the little girls and boys soon caught him, and they ate him up to the very last crumb, which was just the best fate that could have befallen the little gingerbread man after all. Don't you think? And this came from this old storybook I found from 1948. I hope you enjoyed it.